If you don't tackle them pretty much every day, then you're dealing with a really big task. Now, these little beauties are actually my mopping slippers. There have been streams of washing up that have gone through this sink today. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me today. So today, I thought I would share with you my realistic everyday cleaning routine for at home. Now this is how I keep my home clean every day with just some really simple habits that help me keep on top of it all. Should caveat this by saying this is absolutely not going to be an aesthetic clean. This is just gonna be real life. I just wanna share some really easy cleaning tips and tricks with you to help you come up with a cleaning routine that actually works for you. Because if it doesn't work for you, it's just going to feel so overwhelming. There are things that I will do today where you'll think, actually, that's not going to work for me. But there might be things that you could pick up on and think, oh, actually, that's a really good way of maybe incorporating that into my everyday cleaning routine. So it is currently first thing in the morning, and there are a couple of little cleaning tasks that I just like to get checked off my cleaning list before I take Archie out on his walk. So I am currently coming to you in my dog walking clothes, not showered, not ready for the day yet, so I'm very sorry about my appearance, but there's a process here to make sure that we are achieving maximum efficiency. So yeah, I just thought I would bring you along on my daily cleaning tasks. Please note, this is not a content filming day for me. Obviously, my job is to clean my house and put it out on the internet. And of course, that therefore means I do a lot more cleaning than the average person. So please don't think that's normal. However, I've chosen to film this on a day where I am not filming any shorts or anything like that. So therefore, I'm not doing any cleaning that would be out of the norm. I'm trying to keep this as real life as possible, if you kind of get the gist. But first things first, I'm looking at a very messy sink. So that is where we're gonna start. So first things first, I'm just going to clear the drainer this morning from the mugs and glasses and things that we used last night after we did the washing up. I really like to get the washing up for the evening done and out the way, like after dinner, just so that it's not hanging over me. But these are just like a few glasses and things that we used after that was done. Also, I normally like to clean the sink after I've done the washing up. However, Connor did the washing up last night, so he didn't clean the sink, and that's totally fine, but it does mean it's just got like watermarks and things on it, so I'm just going to give the sink a quick once over. Now I do, admittedly, give my sink a very quick wipe. I mean like with a antibacterial spray or something, a couple of times. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking for my sieve. A couple of times a day just to keep the watermarks at bay. But if I'm doing a bit more of a clean, I do use stiff cream cleaner. So I'm just going to go over that with my Dishmatic brush as well. This honestly takes me a couple of minutes, but then it's just done for the day. I think there's nothing worse than letting something like this build up, because with lime scale and like there's little tea stains and things on this sink, if you don't tackle them pretty much every day, then you're dealing with a really big task, let's say the weekend, and it can take sort of 10-15 minutes to actually get on top of it, whereas this will be a minute out of my day, and it just means that I'm never going to have a really filthy sink to tackle. So I am all about the little afternoon cleans. Sink is clean. Oh my God, I know I'm gonna regret my appearance when I edit this back, but this is just real life. There is, as I mentioned, there's nothing, ooh, lights are strobing. There's nothing aesthetic going on here. I'm literally being really raw with you guys and just showing you what I do as the bare minimum to get by each day. But next up, I'm gonna vacuum the floors. I'm gonna use my, oh, there he is. I'm gonna use my Pet Shark vacuum, which I love. It's the cordless one. And I really like this one because it's like my whiz around. I've got a few different vacuums that I'm loving at the moment, but they are corded, which is fine for like a proper deep clean. But what I'm trying to achieve this morning is just literally getting up the dog hair from now. So what I like to do is whiz around with the vacuum first, then I will very quickly mop the floors. And I do this just before I take Archie out for his walk so that the floors can be drying whilst he's out, and then I haven't got to worry about like wet paw prints and things on the floor. So it's all about efficiency around here, guys. So one corner of our lounge that always needs a good vacuum in the corner is Archie's corner, because it's got his bed and his toy basket in it. Look how fuming he is. He's side-eyeing me that I've just shoved a camera in his face this morning. But I just wanted to share Archie's new bed with you, as he is totally obsessed. He was never at all bothered by his old bed. He would never sleep in it during the day, and at night he spent quite a bit of time actually just lying on the kitchen floor. So I just assumed he was one of those dogs that was never bothered by his bed. But when I tell you, we cannot get him out of his new bed by MrFluffyFriends. During the day, his bed lives here. And how cute is this? Yesterday, Connor was in his office and he caught Archie literally pulling his bed across the lounge to put it in front of the door where the sun was. I mean, honestly, how cute is that? Now, as a lot of you know, Archie is potentially one of the cuddliest doggies I have ever met. So he'll always opt to sit on me if I am on the floor, but he's still got his back end in the bed, which I know sounds ridiculous, but he's just not, or wasn't, this type of dog. He was never ever bothered by his bed. So it's really nice to see that he's created a real sort of safe space for himself over there. This is the anti-anxiety bed from MrFluffyFriends. We've got it in the size 2XL in the colour apricot. They've got a size guide on their website, so it's really easy for you to work out what will work for your dog, and they've got a range of lovely colours on there as well. But their whole ethos is providing a safe, comfortable, stress-free place for your dog. And although his last bed was fine, maybe it just wasn't comforting enough for him. I think he loves this kind of like really fluffy border, because if he's a bit hot he kind of can spread out and he fits in the bed, but if he's a bit sort of wanting to get snuggly in the evening, he'll properly sort of curl himself into, well, we call it a little pretzel, up against the side, and it keeps him really cozy and it looks really lovely with him. But MrFluffyFriends also support a whole load of local animal shelters as well as worldwide organisations. So for an animal lover like me, I'm a true animal lover. Things like that are just really important. So MrFluffyFriend have very kindly given me a discount code. If you use code MFF10LU, this will get you 10% off your next order. Plus, they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So there's literally no risk in trying it. But thank you so much to MrFluffyFriend for kindly sponsoring this section of today's video. Now, these little beauties are actually my mopping slippers, which I must admit, when I first got them, I thought they were a bit of a gimmick, but they actually do make sense because they've obviously got these little detachable moppy things on the bottom. It just means you're not leaving like socks or slipper marks on the floor. So anyway, I'm using a speed mop. We're just going to make this quick, and I'm going to have a quick little mop around to the floor, and then I'm going to take the dog out. The floors will not be nice and dry when I get back. They'll smell nice and good, and that's another job ticked off the list. So I am now back from walking Archie, and I've just had a shower, and as you can see, my shower screen is still quite wet. This is honestly one of the biggest time-saving products I've got to show you, because if you're anything like me, just squeegeeing down the shower screen doesn't take forever, but it's not the quickest task in the world. But I love this product. You literally just spritz it on the shower screen, and then that's it. You leave it. It dries with no watermarks, no lime scale, and I just leave it to do its thing, and it's all nice and clean. Now, I wish I could say to you that I was properly cleaning my bathroom every day, but I am not. As much as I would like to be that person, I am not. But what I do like to do, aside from obviously just quickly spritzing the shower screen, which I know I can't really class that as a clean, that's just like a low maintenance thing to keep on top of daily cleaning tasks. But I do just like to give my sink a very quick wipe down once I've like washed my face and brushed my teeth in the morning, because again, we live in a really hard water area, so it doesn't take much for the lime scale just to build up on the sink. And if I was to sort of like only clean my sink once a week when I do the proper bathroom deep clean once a week, it would just be a really big task. And the idea of doing all these little cleaning tasks every day, as you can see, this is going to be taking me no more than a minute. The idea of doing these little tasks is to minimalise these entire whole day deep cleans. Yes, I know I do that on this channel, but just keeping on top of little things like this means that I'm never faced with humongous cleaning tasks. And then whilst I'm here, I would just chuck a bit of bleach down the toilet. So basically, spritzing the shower screen, wiping down the sink, putting some bleach down the toilet, probably takes no more than about a minute and a half every morning. I'm really sorry if this lighting is all over the place in this video. The weather is just can't make up its mind today. It looks like it's absolutely about to throw it down, and then like 2 minutes ago it was sunny. But anyway, bed making, which I haven't done yet because, well, I'm not really sure on the ins and outs of it, but this is how I leave the bed when we get up in the morning, because basically everyone on TikTok tells me that you should leave your bed to air, so that is precisely what I do. I think it's just good for keeping it fresh, I suppose. So I'm just going to quickly make the bread. I'm going to quickly make the bed, And then I'll give it a quick spritz with the crease releaser as well. So once I've made the bed, I just like to give it a spritz with the Lenor crease releaser, which you can get from the laundry hub. I just love bedding that looks ironed. You can use this crease releaser on absolutely anything. You can use it on your clothes, whatever else needs ironing, but I tend to use it on the bedding. So not only does it get the creases out so that it looks nice and smart again, but also it smells really good. They do quite a few different scents, so double winner. And then before I can finally start work and get on with my day, there is another quick little task that I want to get done. Laundry. Look, honestly, I do so much laundry. Why are both sides of the laundry bin full? It's definitely time for a whitewash today. By the way, I get loads of questions on this laundry basket. It's from Joseph, so you can just like put your laundry in each side and then it's super easy to just put into the wash. Whenever I'm doing a whitewash, this tends to be my laundry pod of choice just because it's really like tough on stains and I feel like whites just naturally get more stain, don't they? On the subject of stains, there are going to be some, God, look at the state of these white socks. Honestly, we both, I can't even just blame Connor, but can you just see that? We both wear our white socks in the garden far too regularly. So I am going to need to go through here, and in fact, I know I got some chocolate down my white t-shirt last night when I was munching on the sofa. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to go through the laundry and give everything that needs it a quick spritz with the Pink Stuff Oxy Action Stain Remover. And now that my washing is on, my sink is clear, my bed is made, I'm showered, the dog is walked, the floors are hoovered, the floors are mopped, I can start work for the day. I'll see you guys in a few hours. So it is now a number of hours later and there have been streams of washing up that have gone through this sink today. Washed, dried, put away, because I'm actually just about to cook dinner. And I always like to just start cooking dinner with a clean and clear kitchen because I find it so overwhelming when you've cooked a dinner and you've got all your pans and all your utensils, your plates, cutlery, etc, etc. And then you're adding it on top of all the washing up from the day, especially if Connor and I both work from home. It just seems to like accumulate throughout the day. What I'm just going to quickly do before I start putting all our stuff on the side, so I'm just going to give Archie's dog bowls a quick wash down. Obviously I do this every day, but he's just come back from his walk, he's had his dinner, so now is a good time for me to do them just so they're out the way before I start doing our dinner and things. I always use the Neat washing up foaming spray with Archie's bowls because this is ridiculous, because I use normal washing up liquid when it comes to our stuff. But the Neat stuff is plant-based, so I'm like, oh, it's good for him. Like, it's not toxic or anything. Honestly, the things you do for your dog. But I'm using, like, I've got a dedicated scrubber just for his bowls. So I'm just going to give these a quick wipe out so that they can be done and out of the way before I start doing our dinner. Now, I wasn't going to mention anything, but I feel like the observant amongst you would have noticed that this is a different tap to when I started my day. It's not a video for us to be talking about this tap, so I'm not going to go into it now. But yeah, this is a new tap, which Connor has kindly just fitted for me. But we'll talk about that another day. Don't worry, you're not going mad, it is a new tap. But anyway, I am gonna crack on and making dinner in my now clean and tidy kitchen, and I will catch up with you guys for the evening clean after we have eaten. realistic day of cleaning, my very straightforward cleaning routine. So I hope this video hasn't been boring, but I do get a lot of questions from people saying, how do I keep on top of it and do I clean every day? So I suppose the answer is yes, I do clean every day. However, I wouldn't necessarily class what I've done today as properly cleaning. I would just call this little maintenance cleaning tasks that just help me to stay on top of it. And I know that a lot of people, when they maybe first move out or move home or whatever it might be, struggle to kind of isolate those key tasks that will just help you keep on top of things. But anyway, I hope this video has been useful for someone maybe. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.